4th century BC, a young Macedonian emerged to elevate Greece to global spotlight. This figure transformed Greece to fifth most powerful empire of biblical times, behind Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, and Medo-Persia. Eventually, he came to be known as Alexander the Great. Around 200 years before Alexander's rise, Daniel prophesied Greece's global dominance, which is mentioned in Book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 5 to 8.
There was another prophecy, it was mentioned in the book of Daniel, 8th chapter 20 to 22nd. It was fulfilled when Alexander the Great became a king in the 336 BC. After he became a king, he defeated the Persian king Darius III within 7 years. After that, he continued to expand his kingdom until his untimely death happened in the 323 BC at the age of 32. After Alexander the Great death in the year 323 BC, his kingdom has been fragmented to his leading four generals: Lysimachus, Cassander, Seleucus, and Ptolemy. Even then, the Greek influence, also called as Hellenization, it is continued to influence in culturally, religiously, and politically. This influence continued even in the time of Roman Empire.
From metro, we have reached this place of Acropolis Museum. This route will head towards Acropolis Museum. You can see the crowd here because this is one of the major tourist attractions. So let's go and explore what it is.
In New Testament, the influence of Greek language can be seen because it was written in Greek language. The most common language spoken by the Jews in the 1st century BC to the 1st century AD was Greek. The reference of the Greek culture and religion is also seen in the New Testament. As Decapolis, which means 10 cities, is mentioned in the Gospel of Matthew and Gospel of Mark. Additionally, in the book of Acts, it says that Athens was a city of idols. or full of idols. And there is also instance of mention of Artemis several times in the New Testament. It was one of the ancient seven wonders of the world.
Paul's second missionary journey was a significant, remarkable in the church history, in the biblical history. He traveled to Macedonia along with the Silas. We can see in the book of Acts, 16th chapter, there was a huge discussions between Paul and Barnabas regarding the John Mark. When Paul has taken Silas and he went for the second missionary journey, in the book of Acts, 16th chapter, we will come to know that he had a dream in that person from the Macedonia, urging to come to Macedonia. So this entry gave an opportunity to Paul to visit the Philippi, Thessalonica, Berea, and Corinth. There are significant biblical books was written to the churches of Philippi, Thessalonica, and Corinth. These books are very significant in the biblical history. If you see the book of Thessalonica, it talks about Jesus' second coming. We know very well about the 4th chapter, 13th verse. Most of the times we read this verse in our funeral service because it gives comfort. And later we can see in the book of Corinth, as there are many challenges in the church, Paul addressed in many ways. He mentioned that our body is the temple of God. And in the book of 1 Corinthians 13th chapter, the faith, hope, and love, the greatest one is love. And one of my favorite chapter was the 1 Corinthians 15th chapter. It talks about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Athens was renowned for its philosophy. There are many philosophers we can see in the Greek culture, especially Pythagoras, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. They have influence with their thought process, and speculated ideas influence the world in a larger amount. They have established different philosophical colleges, schools, institutions: Cynicism, skepticism, Epicureanism, Stoicism. In the Bible, in the book of Acts, we can see the Epicureans and Stoics. They had a discussion with the Apostle Paul. They taken him to Areopagus as they want to hear more about his teaching. That is how we can see the book of Acts, 17th chapter, where Paul encountered with the Epicureans' discussions by seeing to an unknown God.
I am very fascinated to see the Athens in the Bible, especially in the Acts, the book of Acts, 17th chapter, 16th verse onwards. There is an interesting topic we can see. When Paul encountered in Athens, initially he praised Athens, the people of Athens, for their devotion to the god and goddesses. And he took in a point to an unknown god. Then he revealed who is unknown god to them, and that history, it influenced a lot in the course of in the Greek culture and the Greek language. If you see behind me, there is a Acropolis. It's well known for the Athens.
The Acropolis of Athens is an ancient citadel majestically overlooking the city. This iconic structure is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting millions annually and embodying the rich legacy of Athens' golden age. Among its ruins, the Parthenon stands out. Originally built as a pagan temple for the Greek goddesses in the 5th century BC, it later became a church honoring Mother Mary. Here, St. Paul preached, engaging with philosophers at the Areopagus and introducing them to the true God. Today, the Acropolis symbolizes Greece's resilience and cultural pride, captivating visitors with its immense historical and architectural significance. Its grand ruins invite all to reflect on a remarkable past that continues to inspire.
This is St. Thomas Greek Orthodox Church in Athens, Greece.
The Church of St. Thomas, also known as Agios Thomas in Athens, Greece, is a beautifully preserved example of Byzantine architecture. Constructed in the 19th century, this significant church features a classic cruciform layout adorned with a dome that is characteristic of Byzantine design. Inside are stunning frescoes and intricate icons that reflect the rich spiritual and artistic traditions of the Orthodox Church. Historically, Agios Thomas has played an important role in the community, serving as a center for worship and cultural gatherings. This tiny church, known as Little Metropolis, stands beside the largest St. Thomas Church, creating a captivating contrast in the heart of Athens. Caretaker Sister Anastasia welcomed us warmly, graciously guiding us through both churches. She shared fascinating stories and intricate details about the little metropolis, revealing its rich history dating back to the 12th century. The church's magnificent Byzantine architecture, adorned with beautiful frescoes and delicate mosaics, reflects the artistic legacy of the era. As we explored the serene interior, Sister Anastasia highlighted how the mosaics, when discovered, were darkened and later carefully restored to its original form. She also explained the significance of various relics and the church's role in the community, making our visit a truly enriching experience amidst the vibrant backdrop of Athens.
Her sister Anastasia, she is from Athens, Greece, and since Bible was written in Greek New Testament, so our sister will read a little from the Greek Bible.
Ευλογητός ο Θεός μου πάντοτε νυκαίν και στον σωμήν. Η βίβλος Γενέσης Ιησού Χριστού Ιησού Δαβίδ Ιου Αβραάμ. Το κατά Μαθαίον Ευαγγέλιο, κεφάλαιο 1. Αβραάμ εγέννησε τον Ισάκ, Ισάκ εγέννησε τον Ιακώβ, Ιακώβ εγέννησε τον Ιουδάν και τους αδελφούς αυτού, Ιουδ μέθυμον ο Θεός, δεγερθείς δέουσιφ αυτό από του ίδιου, επίσης προσταξεν από τον άντρος Κυρίου και παρέλαβε τη γυναίκα αυτού, που εγέννησε τον Θεή, όσο ότι το παιδί αυτής, το πρώτο το κόμμα που κάλεσε τον αυτού, Ιησού.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. This is your first chapter. Yes. Matthew, but first time it's genealogy. Yes. Supna.
Yesterday we visited many churches, had a nice experience. Now today we are leaving Athens
morning 5 o'clock. We are waiting for the bus to reach out the airport. Roads are empty.